The views and opinions in this video and comments to this channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of this channel's broadcaster. If you have a complaint about something or find the content is being used incorrectly, please don't contact the broadcaster.
This is Balaclava Diaries. We're toxic, we're talking aggressive. If you don't like it, send a message. We're weed stimulated, educated, top rated, and never baited. I am the OG Mac G. To the right of me, Incognegro. Over there, human computer Steve. He's about to take over the world with ChatGPT.
No, relax.
Yeah.
Today's show is brought to you by the word racks. No, it's totally different connotation, but what is your definition of racks?
Titties.
No, relax.
Okay.
It is.
Wow.
I'm involved.
That's
Yeah.
what we're getting to?
You're on the
Alright.
page
He
now?
said he's awake now. He's awake now.
Are you an ass
I'm always
man?
involved with some white titties. I'm gonna
Are
keep
you
it
an
real.
ass man or a titty man?
I'm a pum-pum man still. I look you straight in your eyes and dead in your vagina.
I love
That's how
that.
That was
I
the
do
best answer I've ever heard to that
Mm.
That's
question.
that's my
I'll tell you that
definition
right
of
now.
Put
love.
that.
Because if you have a fat pum-pum, you're probably a good person.
All right.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Right.
mean?
You
Like,
didn't
that's
have
just
to
how it
store
goes.
him up. You didn't have to stir him up.
No,
Oh,
well,
finish your
anyway.
intro, bro. Do your thing.
So yeah, when I first came across racks, I was just kind of just like thrown off. I was just like, okay, something's finally here to disrupt the rhythm of what's going on, and it's actually making moves. So you know what I mean? Like she's been working hard.
Thank you.
Hard.
Very hard.
That's
how I like
hard, working her
No.
ass off,
You
and
need to relax.
to see somebody that actually has talent but also displays the work ethic is crazy.
Talk
so that's
to
why
him,
we have
talk
you
to
on the
him.
show. Let's
Talk
give
to
it up for Racks, everybody. Let's give it up.
Thank
Let's give it up. Let's
you.
give it up.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, where's the applause, bro? I need that again.
Yeah,
bro.
let's
Give
give
it
it up
up
for
for
Rex,
Rex,
y'all.
bro. What's
Come
wrong
on.
with y'all?
Thank you.
Yeah, damn. All right,
Alright,
are we
yo.
jumping right in?
Let's get
Jump
in.
right in.
Diving in.
So, I wanted to give you I don't know if you're aware of this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you might be aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
You are facing more adversity than the average artist. Do you
Mhm.
know why I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess why?
Probably because I'm the minority in the rap game.
You are a Canadian white female
Mhm.
rapper.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's break that down again. What are all the knocks against her?
Canadian.
She's Canadian.
Canadian.
White
A,
White.
white,
No.
a,
Female.
B,
and female rapper.
Female.
C.
yeah.
That's 3. So was
So more adversity than the
Mhm.
average rapper.
Yeah,
okay.
you can argue too that I do get there's a double-edged sword to it because it could come as an advantage and a disadvantage at the same time.
Tell me the advantage.
Well, because there's not a lot of people that are like me.
Mm-hmm.
But the disadvantages are more. I would think I have to kind of prove myself a little bit more, and people don't take me as serious, so I have to work even harder.
Tell me about a situation, because I want an example. I've always wanted to ask this.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I just want an example.
No, keep going.
I want an example
Mhm.
of something that is like a block due to those 3 things.
I mean, there's it's just people getting in rooms with the right people and getting the right respect from certain people. I think that I have to work a little bit harder. Examples, I don't want to, get into
That's
examples.
why
No. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Like, what's
She should have
a
worn a mask today.
what's an example of?
No,
I'm
no.
in the hot seat.
Don't incriminate yourself.
No, you can't.
No.
Say the name.
I think first and foremost is more about being a female in this
Mhm.
shit. And, people saying they want to work with you and da-da-da, and you get into the room and it's not about work. It's about what's she going to do,
Oh, fuck.
Okay,
You know
so
what I
for
mean?
female artists coming up, what's
Mhm.
some of the deflective moves you've learned in your tenure to kind of get away from that and keep it business? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know the vibe right as soon as I walk into a room, and if it's not right, I'm just like,
You
bye.
gotta sense it. So what are some of
Yeah.
the things to look for if you're
If
you
you
know
go
what I
to the studio and there's one guy in the room, usually,
mean? And he has
and
candy.
or they're like,
That's
oh, I want to
crazy
work with you, and then you're like,
Wait.
okay, where are we gonna meet up? It's like, oh, your house or my house. It's like, what kind of work are we getting done
Oh,
there?
true.
You know what I mean?
There's certain type of work you can get done at home.
Yeah, I mean, lots of work can be done at home.
In the
But
home
there's
studio?
a time and a place.
Is that what she's saying? So the home studio, so
No.
they're just inviting you over?
No, just like in general. Like,
Is this a sexual thing? Or are we not? Like, are we?
Well,
Is
that's
that-
what she's talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
the
what she
advances. It's
faces,
not
you
about
know
music,
what I
it's an
mean?
advance.
yeah.
So people are making
Because
advances.
like guys just want you to kind of get into the studio because they're not really looking to make music with you. They just want to see what.
I hate the fact that even it's like, because you're right, like you had to, the fact that you have to learn, avoid it, like maneuvers to avoid it, when to look for it. Like
Yeah.
the fact that you have to do that is like the worst part.
I
It should-
know.
The solution to this isn't you having to learn how to avoid it, it's them just not fucking doing it to begin with.
Yeah, and I mean
Exactly.
it's in every industry,
Yep.
every single one. And I think in the film industry, like it was brought to light with Harvey Weinstein and all that shit, but there wasn't really a
Fuck
conversation
Harvey Weinstein.
with like the music industry. I mean the Taylor Swift stuff and or whatever, whoever it was. But yeah, it's getting better slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the white part.
Yeah, but
The white part.
The white
it
part.
sucks that the solution to this should be for people to just fucking stop doing that.
Yeah, no, like I've had shows where like people have kind of come on the stage and been like culture vulture and things
Okay.
like that. Was more in the beginning of my career. And like I understand that I'm kind of coming into this, you know, and it's not like the white man didn't invent this genre, you know. But that's what I
He
mean.
agrees.
Like,
He does agree. He speaks about this all
Rick
the
Rubin
time.
does exist though, I will say that.
what's that?
Rick Rubin does exist.
Who's
What
Rick
about
Rubin?
Rick
He's a
Rubin.
Started
billionaire.
Def Jam.
Yeah, true.
It's
He
hard.
did.
Some of being
So-
whatever, just making good music. But one thing was, it's like what you mentioned earlier. You have to try a little bit harder and stuff. But you have to prove yourself more. I think the people that actually do get accepted, that are white, it's because they're not trying to prove themselves.
Yeah.
Well. But I know what you're saying. Like I met you. I'm like, no, you're just you, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah, and I think like that's coming with it. So
We've done a list of white rappers on this show, I think, that were like
I think
They're
I've seen
accepted.
that clip.
that we thought were popping.
We
As I
love 'em.
said, it's something that we
And
We
who
don't
who
see
was on
often.
that list? Who was on that
who
list?
did we
This
name,
accepted?
bro? Yeah.
Paul Wall.
Well, in
Uh,
North
Paul
America,
Wall.
Yeah.
in North America.
Bubba
Okay.
Who was
Sparks.
accepted as like as like a
Paul
white guy?
Wall was
like the-
accepted right off rip. He
Lil
didn't have
White,
to get
bro?
no.
Lil
Paul
White,
Wall is
yeah.
white.
Yeah.
I thought
He
he was.
walked straight through the G code. Like he was just
No,
like
it's not even like
he
he's
got the,
accepted.
you
He's
know?
like not accepted by like a specific like race culture. It's like the fact that no, he just is what he is. And that's it.
He used to get racial threats back in the day, but that didn't last long. People love Paul Wall.
I don't know
I
what
don't
you're
know
talking
why.
about.
Yeah, I don't know either, bro. That's public
He's no, he
information.
was
He's
working
the
for Swisher
public.
House. He was like 16, just selling tapes. I don't
Yeah,
know
this
what
nigga
you're
was
talking
outside from
about.
time.
Him or Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
Riff Raff's outside, bro.
What?
Him, Riff Raff.
is
Who else did
outside.
he come up with?
He's
Lil
one of your
White, Lil
top
White.
rappers for white.
No,
accepted white.
not top at all.
Oh,
Accepted.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, accepted, not
I don't know how
top.
accepted Riff Raff is, but
No, accepted white rappers.
He doesn't. Riff Raff used to
Like
be
Gucci
good.
Man
and
would
then
rather
got
listen to a
money.
Riff Raff song than an Eminem song.
Yeah,
pardon
word.
me.
Like if
shit.
Gucci is listening to a song at home, he'd rather listen to Riff Raff than Eminem.
What?
He
That's
would.
crazy. Where are we getting these facts?
Oh, Gucci saying
This
it.
is
This
Balaclava
Where-
Diaries.
facts. This is just
Okay.
him being high. Like he
Okay.
doesn't.
Balaclava
No, Gucci
Diaries
just
facts.
said.
Oh.
Have you guys heard of all like the Logic stuff happening?
Yes,
Of
I don't
course.
read
Yeah, that was
Logic
weird.
really.
So what do you guys think of that?
What, Logic?
Mm-hmm.
I just think people are always gonna hate. Like
Look how
if
she caught you in the
Logic,
interview.
I heard the background story. Logic got Logic got the permission from Ice Cube to do the cover in the first place. Like Ice Cube's eating off this, obviously. So it's just like
It
who
was still
cares who
trash.
does it, yo? Like Michael Jackson sang like a million other people's songs for years
Yeah.
before he even went solo and made his own music.
And
know what I
Logic
mean?
is mixed. Did you know that?
Yeah, we
Well,
did
I
know
don't
that.
know.
He tells everybody
I don't
that
know.
every song.
When people do that though, it's like, let me see your mom. Like, don't let me like. You have to tell me 50
Guy's
times. Let me
wild.
like you see your mom at church. You're like, oh shit, you are half black. Okay, like you don't have to tell me 30 times.
So
know what
did
I'm
you
saying?
like that rendition of A Good Day? For
Yeah.
those at home who don't know, Logic did do a rendition of Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube. Very
course.
alternative, rock-esque.
I think it's cool.
I didn't
think,
like it.
I
I
think
didn't like
that like doing things like that in the hip hop genre and the hip hop community is really cool to challenge yourself like that. And you're seeing a lot more artists kind of working with live bands. I have in the city and in like music, so it's pretty dope to see.
Okay.
So should we shout out Logic right now, I guess?
Shout out
So
Logic.
Logic shit. Oh, okay, so can we get your top 5 white rappers?
No, why do
Well,
we gotta
what
do
does that
that?
do with Logic? That's the whole problem.
Why do we gotta do
I'm
that?
just asking. I don't know. This is the question I got. I don't know.
I mean, like Eminem, obviously.
Okay,
Like he was
okay.
Shade 45. Shout out you guys.
Mhm.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I really like Token. I've opened for Token, and
Okay.
Token's my guy as well.
Okay,
And I think
okay.
he's just finishing up his tour.
Shout out Token.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. There's a couple like female. There's a girl on TikTok, Taylor. Who's the girl
I
that
wouldn't
did
know.
with
I wouldn't
Russ?
know. I can't
Russ
say.
just did a song with this girl.
Let's get that
CPU
computer
Steve will know.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
he's
will
he's
find
fast
that
on
out.
the
You hear them
keyboard.
keyboards.
I
He's
see those
looking up
fangus.
right now.
With
What
Russ.
about Yellow Wolf? Yellow Wolf? No.
No.
Honorable
Yellow
mention?
Wolf fans are so weird.
No, I'll
He's
never.
And my
country.
ex like Yellow
How
Wolf.
about
I'll
Yo,
never
Yellow
fuck with
Wolf.
Yellow Wolf in my life.
How about Machine Gun Kelly?
Whoa.
I liked him before he dissed Eminem. Like he was cool, and then like when he dissed
Whoa.
Eminem, I thought it was like lame.
How about like House of Pain?
Oh,
That's
respect.
old school.
It
Everlast,
really
bro.
is though.
Yeah,
I don't
I
even
don't.
know what that
I'm
is.
not like a huge fan like
Everlast.
that.
Jump around.
Jump around.
You know what I'm
Bro.
I'll be real with you. Like, but like I respect them for like starting hip hop. You know.
True.
Yeah.
What was
But
the
you
stat
gotta
that
rep
you
it.
wanted
You
for
gotta
him?
rep it though, you know?
The girl who
Did
did
you
the
find
song
that?
with Russ. Russ is also a dope artist.
But how do
name
you
is Taylor
feel
something.
like how do you feel having to hold that on your back? Like no matter where you go, no matter what you do, it's always gonna kind of be a tag that you have to kind of carry. Like what does that do to you as a human being? Like is it taxing? Is it something that you kind of just look past and have to kind of bombard through, or is it just like, you know, like you're just
It's a deep
struggling?
question,
Like
though.
what is
Yeah,
it?
it is deep.
I know, right?
You know?
It's the reality. Like I'm never gonna change color. Like I mean, it's
Gangsta,
gonna be
exactly.
it's gonna be like this the rest of my life. And I mean, I've had to deal with it. So it just, you know, it makes me work harder for sure.
Good.
And you know,
Like
like
a chip on your shoulder almost.
I
No,
think
a
so.
motivator, not a chip.
A
I
what?
don't know, man.
It's a
What do you
motivator.
motivate? Okay, sorry, I'm not, you know.
Chip on the shoulders
Chip
on
is
some
the
like
ego.
big head shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that yeah, like just it sets me apart, and I want to be my own thing. Like, you know how Drake was his own thing. I want to be Rax as my own thing. You know.
I like that.
Yeah.
No last name.
Yeah, I'm like I'm like Madonna.
So I know from Blue Mountain originally.
Yeah, shout out.
I want to go back in
No,
time for a
wait.
bit.
Shout that out properly. Where
What?
are you from?
Blue Mountain.
Blue
B-Town.
Mountain.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Snowboarding and skiing.
The North Side Hollywood, you know?
Collingwood.
Yo, the spot
So-
there's pretty good though. I can't.
What's
lie.
that?
The spot there's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Have you
The
guys
spa?
went?
Why does everybody keep
Scandinav?
talking about this spa? What is that called?
Scandinav.
Scandinav.
Never been.
You gotta go.
Real quick before I get into my
Mm.
question. Do you know how to ski?
Yeah, I was a pro snowboarder.
God damn.
When I was
What?
a kid, yeah.
Did you
Hold on.
No,
Yeah.
nigga, chill out.
No. Ski
Pro
or
snowboarder.
At what
age?
No.
Yeah, true. That's different.
Right? I started
Yeah.
snowboarding when I was like
These
9
guys
or
could
10
just
years
ski.
old. And then like started competing and like did that until I was about 19. But then I broke my back, my L2 and
Who's
Hold
me?
on.
Who's
What
me?
trick were you trying to do when you
I
broke it?
overshot a jump and landed flat
On the corner?
on a board. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I used to do slope style.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, shit.
So what, yo, you ski
Damn.
too?
Wait, did you ski or snowboard? You
Snowboard.
When he asked if you could
Are you
ski.
ski?
Yeah,
Are
like,
you
are
a
you
skier?
I skied a snowblade.
I love how these guys just
Snowbladed.
bypass
Yeah, I
the
know.
back.
That's why they were
I
She
saying
said
that.
you broke her
snowbladed.
back
No, I
in half,
skied
fam. Like, what the
snowblade.
hell? You broke your back in half and you're still like
Snowboarding.
standing up right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perseverance,
Hold
bro.
on.
More adversity.
And that's actually kind of what started rapping. Actually, it's funny. Like,
Like
full
50
circle.
Cent. You had to get rich or die trying thing.
Well, I had like
No?
a head injury as well, and like
Okay.
my doctor was
Oh,
like,
fuck.
write poetry,
Okay.
and I started with poetry, and I started doing that for
As a
long time.
brain exercise,
Yeah.
like a cognitive
Yeah.
exercise. Yeah,
It helps
that's
with
crazy.
memory and
That's
stuff like
crazy.
that. So it really helped with my rapping.
Well, you spitting bars right now, so it's
A
strong now.
a little different from 50 Cent.
Mm. A little,
Just a little bit.
Little.
Just a little bit. But no, as I was saying before, that adversity, right? Those three things, and
Yeah.
even that big injury to spark your whole career is
Yeah.
something very special.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask, before we got into that whole spiel about snowboarding, which I was surprised
That was
about.
fucking crazy.
It was.
Broke her
Mm.
back in
It
half,
was.
and she's right here sitting with us talking
No,
conversation
yeah, I
right now.
agree.
Like, big up. You know what I mean?
How
Like,
was
that's
that
crazy.
transition from Blue Mountain to the city?
I mean, like growing up, like I would always kind of come here and like party and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just always dreamed about coming to the city. And then I had originally moved here to do like film and photography because there's not a lot of opportunity in Collingwood.
Mm-hmm.
There's more now, but back when I was younger, there wasn't. So moved here. and didn't really start rapping until I was like 28.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, we're not gonna disclose how old I am, but
No, we would never ask.
yeah,
What you mean?
but do the math. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's fair, but it's like I feel like it shouldn't matter.
What?
It shouldn't. No.
No, a lot of times they say it's like you can't start rapping late, but
Yeah, no, it shouldn't matter.
but
Yeah.
it shouldn't matter.
You
If you're
right.
good, you're good, right?
Exactly. If
And
you got
lately, it
talent-
stopped mattering less. But
There's
like
a lot of like
15 years ago, you couldn't come in. Like, why do you think like Fabio Foreign literally lied about his age?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
could tell that nigga old motherfucker though. Like you look at him and you're like, nigga, you like 45, yo.
No,
You
shout out
are
5
not
He's
60.
He's not 45. Shout out 5.
2 Chainz didn't start till he was 35.
No, well, he was
Chainz?
doing it before that, but he,
was
didn't
City
come out
Boy.
as
Yeah,
Oh,
Chainz.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
City Boy.
Titty
Oh,
Boy,
the-
yeah.
Oh, Titty Boy, right?
Yeah,
No, that's when
yeah.
the one that was like
Full
Juicy
circle,
when
dude.
Juicy J came out solo. He was like in his 40s, but it's like he reinvented himself as like if I told people like, oh, you like oh Juicy J's my favorite rapper, I'm like, oh, you like Three Six Mafia? They're like, who's that?
Oh
It's
shit.
crazy.
That was funny,
Isn't that crazy? But he reinvented his whole shit.
which is
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah. You can start early or late, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
it shouldn't
see, If
matter.
you got the talent,
If it's
then
good,
you
it's
got the
good.
talent.
Tell him.
Trust me.
So I want to continue. Stay real relaxed here
Mhm.
today, you know?
You guys are very good interviewers. Let me just
Are
say.
we?
Yes.
Thank you. You're not going to say thank you, OG?
No, I'm chilling.
He's too
This
cool.
guy's crazy, bro.
You never
I'll
know
see
where
you
it's
later though.
Nah,
What?
relax. Look how he's doing people on the show, though.
Literally complains about this exact thing. It does it right after, bro.
All right.
That's crazy.
So you went through a lot of hardships. I don't want to
Mhm.
get into them too much. We did research you a bit. My condolences to you. For those who don't know, go listen to her music. She does bear it all on her track.
Mhm.
So my question to you is, what was the very first song you related to? Now I wanted to say
Oh,
hip hop
related.
song. Is that a crazy question? Is that stupid? Like, what?
No, it's a crazy song. I'm just like, what would that be for me?
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be hip hop.
It
Well,
does.
well,
And I
doesn't
thought
have
I
be,
wanted to do hip hop, but I'm saying
no.
that it might not have been hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It might be something different
Yeah.
that you related to, because I know you've been through a lot.
Mhm.
So what was that song? You said 28 was when you started rapping.
Yeah.
So what was that song that kind of gripped you and wanted you to become the star you are?
Ow. I mean,
Shit like that.
like I've always been inspired by Drake and the boy. Like always. and
Shout out Jake.
I'm always gonna say
Shout
that.
out Drake.
But Young M.A. was actually like a huge inspiration to me because just watching her be a woman, and I know she's like a lesbian and all that, but
What does that have to do with
no,
it?
it's just
though?
like she's not your typical female rapper.
Yes.
No, she raps though. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
but
if
she
she's female or
raps.
I
not.
think
She
there's a
raps.
lot of lesbian female rappers, to be honest.
That were
Name
popping?
5.
That were
Uh,
popping? That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to get blackballed.
Yeah, that were
I'm
popping.
just
I
saying,
But
it
can't-
didn't
there's some
matter.
that are pretty obvious, and I've seen things myself. So
I can't name
that's
5.
for another time to talk about. But
That's for toxic time.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Toxic
But
time.
Coming up next.
there's a couple that identify as
Yeah, no, but I
LGBT.
love that.
That
And
ain't
I
five,
just
nigga.
like she was just like spitting better than guys. And I just thought that was super cool. And that was a big inspiration to
It's
like
coming back.
why I wanted to do it. Cause I felt like I'm kind of tomboyish and like not your typical female rapper.
Right.
And yeah, she was an inspiration. I don't know. I don't know a song. I can't pinpoint
You ever
that.
gotta
taken
pinpoint one, so you don't remember a
Foxy
song?
Brown?
No.
You
Pardon
ever
me?
taken Foxy Brown?
Yeah. Is Foxy Brown?
Foxy Brown is one of those that a
Top
lot
G.
of niggas was scared to freestyle
Yeah.
against
Top
her.
G.
You know what I'm
Like
saying? Like,
Trina.
she'll call out your
Oh,
whole
Trina
block.
Diamond
And,
Princess. I
Yeah.
love her.
yeah, Trina's the next one. She's
Yeah.
Nana is one of the hardest female verses still this day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So big up to the goddamn MCs.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of them,
Yeah.
it's like, no, it's like I feel like if you just rap, like who cares whether you're male or female? You could
Yeah.
rap like today, it's coming back.
Yeah, like I auditioned for Canada's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And
Oh, shit.
yeah, they wanted me to do a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj song. And I was like, that's not me. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And
Old Nikki.
old Nicki, yeah, but you can't get that cleared.
Oh.
So I tried to do a Trina song and they weren't having it.
Yeah, that's too much.
What'd you
Yeah.
try doing though?
Yeah, which song?
Ah, fuck, I forget what it's called.
Whoop whoop, pull over that ass too fast. That one?
No.
That's a hard track.
No,
though.
what was I?
shit.
Now I
Shout out to
can't think of
Kenyon
it.
Martin though, is all I'm gonna say.
I can't even think of it.
So y'all
Trina's
give
not
me a
as cute
song.
in person though. That's one thing that hurt
Shout
my
to Kenyon
feelings. I seen her
This
up
guy is
close and I was
crazy, bro.
upset because I
This
seen her
guy
in the
is
music
crazy. Shout
video.
out Tina.
No,
No, I
you're
seen her in the
beautiful.
music
bro.
video and I thought I was
You are
like,
beautiful, Trina.
wow.
This
Lil'
guy is
Kim.
nuts.
And the bumper wasn't that heavy either. I was,
Yeah.
I
Love you,
was
Trina.
like, it was
Love
all
you,
a dream.
Trina.
It
So
was
you
all a
can't give me a
dream.
song.
I can't give you a
The
pinpoint,
first song
though.
you related to that said, "Nah, this is
I
music."
can't
is
like
my
I
shit."
am like the worst memory of like names of songs or artists and like I
What's
can't
your favorite song?
ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ever,
or like
ever.
top 3. It doesn't have to be
Well,
favorite.
yeah,
I
sure.
can't. Like that's such a fucking broad question.
Oh,
Like
That's true.
anything from Drake, anything from Black,
6 Lakh.
Black.
Okay, so top 3
SEO
Drake
based
songs.
naming.
I couldn't even name them. All of them.
You can't sing them for us?
No. Will you? Will you sing them?
I don't
He
know what
I
the
like
song
Cedric.
is.
If you ask him,
I don't
he'll
know
Like
what the song
Marvin's
is.
Room. I fucking love Marvin's Room.
Okay, so you do know the names.
Yeah.
Marvin's
Okay,
Room.
Marvin's
I like
Black.
Brand New's my favorite. Like Drake. Like I love Brand
very-
New.
a
I
lot-
like Worst Behavior a lot.
That's good.
A lot of
Okay,
emotions in
okay.
those ones.
I know I'm a very emotional person. I'm a Pisces.
Oh, I don't
a
know what that
fish.
means, but it's good.
What is your sign?
Oh,
It's
no.
a Virgo.
It's a
Virgo.
His sign is celibacy right
No, I
now.
know
His sign is celibate.
You told me that.
His sign is.
You're putting out his
It's an X
business.
across his crotch.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what.
You're putting out his business.
No, my
Yeah.
business is out there. They all
Oh,
know
they,
that.
they all know?
Yeah, they all
yeah.
know that. I live a celibate life. They all know that shit.
It's
bro.
come up on several episodes at this
Several.
point. Yeah.
Man said
not
his
my
sign is
sign,
a
though.
chastity belt.
My sign is Virgo. I don't know
That's
what
sick.
that means, but that's what I was told. But anyways,
Anyways,
so you can't give me a song. That's cool.
can you give me a
She did.
The first song I ever related to
Mm.
was Bam Bam by Sister Nancy.
Oh.
Oh,
The
no.
first hip hop song that I ever
Nobody
really-
No,
asked
first
OG
song.
though.
It would have
No,
to
no,
be
first
his
song.
Nobody
First
asked
song?
OG though.
First song I ever really related to though on some real fucking hood shit.
You said
What
first
song?
song, not the first rap song. What's the first song?
It could have been like.
Could be
with-
like Mike, like might have been like
Michael
Jackson,
Jackson,
5 or
yeah.
some shit, you know? First rap
He
song
was
on
hearing
some hood
conscious
shit.
reggae when he was a baby.
Yeah,
You know that.
yeah.
That's why that's
I
my
don't
first favorite
know.
song.
I guess so, but fuck, even if oh fuck, maybe
So you're
like
getting put
no,
on the
no,
spot.
no,
Sorry, did we
no,
put you
by
on the spot?
fucking Don Penn or whatever her name. No, that song. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that's a big one.
Yeah. this-
That one was
Yes, it-
blasting in every barbecue, every fucking Sunday morning while fucking Aki and Saltfish was cooking on the fucking.
Love
All
it.
right. Good fish and bami.
He's
Shout
gonna-
out Mama Love.
Real food.
Yeah, he was gonna tell us the first hood song I really relate to.
Nah,
Slim-
now I gotta hear it though. What was the first hood song?
Slim,
What
is
was
it,
it?
I know for him it was
It's
Slim
gonna be
Jesus.
Noriega for sure.
No way. The first fucking
It's gotta be
hood
Slim
song.
Jesus.
That's 580.
The first hood song I ever really related to was "Give Me the Loot" by fucking Biggie Smalls.
Oh,
That's most people.
That's a good
Yeah, and I
one.
was like 10 years old, just fucking, dancing to that shit.
Yeah.
It was bad after that because we did a lot of juke moves in grade school. We like stole the chips from the chip sale, we're selling
Bad
them on the
boys.
street, all types of weird shit. You know what I mean? Like Biggie Smalls like tainted my brain a little bit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yesterday was the anniversary for the release of Life After Death.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
big up to Biggie, yo.
Big up to Big
And
E.
isn't the 50 years of hip hop coming up?
It did. I think it's already passed. I think
Oh.
we're about a week past.
Shit.
When did they mark as the start date? Did we figure this out? What is the start date of hip hop?
The
I don't
Puerto
know.
Ricans are arguing that hip hop was around 15
Why is
years
he busting
before,
out
so
Puerto
it's
Ricans?
really 65 years. Big up to the Puerto Ricans.
What's that? Wait, what?
He's trying to say the Puerto Ricans have a different story than the
They
originators
said
of
cool.
hip-hop.
They said Cool Herc wasn't the originator of hip hop. It was a
Blasphemy.
Latino.
And what song was it?
Cool Herc was throwing, like,
It
credited
wasn't
with
no
throwing
song.
a
That's
switch
just
in
when DJs
August
was in the park, like,
1973.
bing, 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 and switching it. You know.
It
Gotcha.
started in
Yeah.
Cedric, I know that. But
So you
anyway,
could argue that it started with jazz. as
So
well.
1973, yeah.
you could.
You go earlier, like Jill Scott Heron. There's like
Yeah.
certain jazz guys that used to do like
Yeah.
basically like rap. Yeah, it's like literally in the 20s and shit.
For sure.
Big up the 50th anniversary of hip
And
hop.
blues and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So I want to push. I wanted to talk about something that I saw that I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You opening for Cardinal Official
Yeah.
at Fiddler's Festival.
Fiddler's Green. Yeah.
Fiddler's Green Festival.
Love Cardinal.
How did you feel performing on that stage?
I mean, there was a lot of heavy hitters. Swagger Right was there as well. And it was awesome. It was an awesome opportunity. And I learned a lot from Cardinal. Like his performing was amazing. He said something that really stuck with me. It doesn't matter if there's one person in the room or 10,000, you always put on a show.
Gangsta.
And I will always take that with me and use that for
The
my
real
performances.
DJ.
Yo,
Yeah.
what's wrong with
Yeah,
Yeah,
that?
you gotta have some like you gotta be proud of like what you're doing, right? No matter
Yeah.
what, and like to always be your best.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people in Toronto like will start this shit and then like see what it really is and like go out and start doing shows. And then if no one comes, they just get very deterred and like they don't want to do it anymore. And that's where people give up. But if you continue to keep moving and like working hard, there's gonna be reward from that.
You
for
gotta
sure.
treat it like a practice rep. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Real shit.
You
Real
hear
shit.
that,
Rehearsals.
kids? That's for all those little girls
And boys.
and boys who want to be rappers
Mhm.
But yo,
or want to pursue a music career.
that's the
Listen to
realest
that.
shit though that she said. If you're not willing to fucking perform this in front of 0
Yeah.
niggas, you don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want it because at the end of the day, what do you think? You're gonna come out like Soldier Boy? That's a one in a lifetime fucking story. Let's
Yeah.
keep it real.
Put some respect
You
on his
know
name,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
I know,
Like,
right?
Well, I mean, a lot of that is like a big thing. Like people just think
Big
that
Draco, bro.
it's overnight success, right? But there's a
Right.
lot of behind the scenes.
And even after that, Soldier Boy put in bare work.
Yeah.
It's not like he just fucking, he had a whole album before he even went to College Park.
People,
You know what I'm saying?
I just he was. People always want to write them off and shit like that. It's like, I'm like, this guy knows exactly what he's doing the entire time. It's like the smartest shit ever, and it all have. It's so dope what he did. Shout out to Krayshaw for doing all his big music videos.
Yeah.
No, your work ethic definitely matches what
Thank
he's just
you.
talking about. And that's something we here at the podcast always talked about. So I was excited to have you here today
Oh,
because
thank you.
I wanted to showcase to everyone how much you do work
Thank you.
and that is necessary for your success.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, speaking to that, you got to explain to me what this is.
Oh God.
The Shade 45 Weekly Demo Battles.
Yeah.
Can you explain to the people what that is for the who do not know what that is?
So Shade 45 has a segment, and they were asking for people to send in their demos.
Right.
Can't be a feature. It has to be just a straight up only you on the track.
Right.
And I ended up kind of doing my networking and stuff and getting in front of the right people that I needed to get in front of and sent my stuff and they really, really liked it. So they wanted to do an all-female round. So yeah, I did the first round, I won. Second round, I won.
2 times.
2 times, back to back.
Two-time winner.
And then the third round, they threw a curveball at me. I was gonna do a certain song, and then I thought I was going against another female, but ended up going against a guy. And if I knew that, I would have changed like my whole dynamic.
Now
of
that it
what-
changed like half the shit you might have been said, right?
Oh
So-
yeah, 100%. So then that kind of fucked me up. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It was more about the experience and representing Toronto, representing females in Toronto.
Right.
Because since that opportunity, like the States have just given me so much more love than Canada, which is unfortunate. But
That's
that's kind
usually
of,
how it
She's
goes,
jumping
baby.
ahead.
Love
Hold
can-
on. He's about to go too crazy.
No, I'm not gonna go
Jumping
crazy,
ahead.
but I'm just gonna explain it to you. It's like, in order to get love in Toronto, you gotta leave Toronto.
facts.
There's only certain niggas, like a nigga I know in the corner right here. I'm not gonna shout him out.
Why
you know
not?
what
If
I
he's trying to
mean?
do something for himself.
Yeah, see, he put up his finger to his mouth, pause. But I get it. But, certain niggas could do it. But at the end of the day, the majority, and, Toronto is not the place to build a community. It's very hard.
It's
you know what I'm
changing, though.
saying?
I
It's
think that-
changing
It is
slowly.
changing.
Changing. It's different now than it
Slowly,
was
but
10
at
years
the
ago.
end
It's
of the day,
changing.
the community building in America for
Yeah.
your fan base,
It's stupid.
like,
It's stupid.
easy sauce.
Yeah.
And it has a lot to do with the population. Our population is not even close to,
Yeah.
New York's population.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
For sure.
I don't want you to go too deep on that because
This-
that is a question.
no, but
I
that's
wanna
it.
ask
That's
you.
it.
But
That's
if
it.
cities was smaller, there's like way small cities that do have like a community. So that's like a bad.
It's good. It's good to start your base
It's
here.
getting better, though.
And
I like it
that's
'cause
and
I-
that being said, like that doesn't mean like wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the States and like blow up there and then I'm gonna be good in Toronto. No. You need to put in the groundwork here. You need to put in at least fucking 5 years of your career first in your home city and really build up your fan base to then expand out to other cities, other countries, whatever, and then build there and then come back because you're proving yourself in other places.
Got to build your home base.
Yeah, you do have to build your home
So
base.
we've had a few guys on here. Now I'm just gonna jump into this shit because you guys already started. But we've had a few guys on here who were rappers. They've taken their careers over the borders. We actually had a guy to the States.
Okay.
Southern States is one guy. His name is Goldie Glock. Shout out Goldie Glock. We had another guy named 44 Miles. Shout out 44 Miles.
Well, 44 miles from the UK.
He-
And
He
we
was
had
over
Pilla B
here,
as well.
right?
Pilla B as well.
Well, Pilla B didn't really talk about American shit.
Well.
He was popping as much as he wanted over here.
And
I
these
don't
guys are
think I don't
British.
think he's getting 1 million streams in
No.
Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
We
not.
had one British guy come here. Now, why I'm mentioning him is because he mentioned that Toronto doesn't have like the same
Energy.
drive
Energy.
to be successful, like to constantly put out content, to
Yeah.
constantly keep up with everybody else, and to have that good competitive nature. Whereas the UK does and America does.
Yeah.
So my question to you is why do you feel, and I know you've been in the city for about 10 years. 10 years, right? Am I right?
7.
7 years?
7.
So not that long.
Yeah.
Being here, why do you feel, or do you feel that? Do you agree with that? That's my question.
Yeah, I do. I do agree with it because when I go OT, like just the love is just a lot. There's just even the shows are different. Like you go to a Toronto show now, like a lot of the time now, and people just kind of stand there, and they look at you, and they don't move, and it's boring. And I mean, when you go, like when I was in LA and stuff, like people are vibing, and like even like when Drewski came and he was like, Toronto's different. Like you guys don't give me the same energy as what, you know, every state that he played in the States did. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just an energy. I think it's Screwface Capital. It might have to do with like the weather and seasonal depression.
No, we went, but Toronto went off for Glorilla.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like she said, she wants to move here after how dope.
But
Yeah,
she's not
crazy.
from here, is what she's trying to say,
But
right?
people showed up though.
Yeah, but Glorilla's
yeah,
on
fair
that
enough.
trajectory. She's like just won a Grammy, didn't she?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Toronto's changing, but you're right though. We don't support her, but I feel like
She's not. Yeah, she's not a Toronto
Toronto
artist.
sucks. I feel like we could if we just need to get there. Oh, we're almost there, but because we could be so much better for
Yeah,
that.
I
And
think-
it sucks knowing that.
Yeah, I think that it's getting better, and I think that more people are collaborating with each other and stuff like that. They need to stop with the goofy shit like on live, and you know, like all the blogs like being like, this is so sick. Like it's not stupid. It's making the kids growing up now think that that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's why all this violence is happening in Toronto, and it's just going up and up and up and up. And I
Part
just
of.
wish that blogs would be more, you know, like promoting better shit than what they promote. It's stupid.
Just rap should just be rap, right? But I
yeah,
agree.
rap is gonna be rap, but like
no, rap
come
should just
on.
be rap. But it should just be that. Is my point. But you're right. Like Six Buzz is probably responsible for more deaths in Toronto than anyone else.
Whoa.
What did he just say?
Shots
I
fired.
know.
No,
I
like
was
so, like
reading this.
spots like sites like Six Buzz and shit. They're responsible for probably more deaths. In
No,
Toronto
I
than
think
anything else.
that
No, I
I
agree.
think that
I'm not even gonna cap him. That's real, bro. He's not lying.
No, this is like
I
stats
mean,
and shit. This is like actual like.
I
thing.
think that Buzz glorifies bullshit that they
100%.
shouldn't glorify. But I mean, and everyone hops on Six Buzz dick. So like that's just what it is. But if these gatekeepers in Toronto would just kind of change their mindset and like think about the kids that are coming up now, like we would take over for sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I just wanted your opinion, because we do ask everybody who
What's
does
your
come up
opinion
here
on it?
on media infrastructure.
Mm.
I don't really have an opinion as long as this shit go up. You know, that's what I say. As long as this shit go up, I don't know. I agree. I think we don't support each other. Everybody is like a crab in a bucket mentality around here, and it's always been like that, bro. Even on the road, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's really crab in a bucket. So I don't think that's gonna change. You niggas keep saying shit's changing. I just want to
It
hear
is.
like how it is, like how though, like
The
what is
producers,
changing.
like, look at the producer side of things now.
Okay, if you guys got reasons, you know what I'm saying, we'll bring it up. But I don't know. That's just me. I don't really pay attention to all that. I'm in the cut.
And I've seen like interviews of people, you know, saying like, oh, Toronto, like if you're not making in Toronto, it's your fault. Like, no, that's not.
No, it's definitely.
No, we
the
just
city.
always hate on everything from our own city, but I think people are like it's actually because the rest of the world thinks what happening in Toronto is cool, but we don't do it. So it's like if we just start thinking that yo,
Exactly.
we're actually cool,
We
we'll
are
be fine.
cool.
No,
We
I
are
know, but
cool.
people still have that super like that complex here.
Yeah, and it's wild when you do go to the States. Like the people are like, oh, you're from Canada, and like
They
and
love
that.
They love Toronto.
They love that, and they think in their minds that if they come here, it's like just a vicious circle, right?
Yeah, the top three, like the top 5 best-selling artists in the last 10 years
Yeah.
are from fucking Canada.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, and like look at The Weeknd. The Weeknd just got top artists in the world. Or
Yeah,
some
these niggas.
shit.
I'm gonna blast you niggas right now. These niggas didn't want to talk about that.
Why not?
I don't
No,
ask
okay.
them. Ask them.
You
Ask
just-
them what I don't want to
So
talk
you
about.
had, so we had that as one of the topics we're gonna talk about later on and shit, and you just ruined this topic. and
I'm
just brought it up
sorry, I'm
now.
ruining
Destroy my
topics.
shit. But no, these niggas didn't want to talk about that. Big up the Weeknd, bro. Guinness
Yeah.
World Record for the most popular artist in the goddamn
That's
world. Is
huge.
that not massive?
That's
Like,
huge, and
it's
he's
huge.
Yeah.
that's
So I
huge
just
for
wanted to
the
big
city.
him up. I was
Shout out
gonna.
to XO, bro.
We were gonna
in
do a whole
general.
debate about Drake and him, but
Mm.
just these niggas want to do that because they think it's played out.
No, we obviously we always talk about Drake versus Abel. Like,
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
Drake's
yeah.
a close second, bro, to the most popular artist in the world, next to who,
The Weeknd
Bad
is
Bunny,
Toronto,
maybe.
bro.
Mm.
The
I would
Weeknd
say.
is Toronto.
To Bad Bunny, you said?
Yeah, next to Bad Bunny, like Bad Bunny's like up there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
The
would
Spanish
imagine.
community is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Anyways, back to you.
Anyway, okay.
Back to you.
Mhm.
I wasn't done with Fiddler's Green Field. What is
Right,
that?
right.
That name is bugging me out. But anyways, opening for Cardinal Fisher.
Mhm,
You've had multiple write-ups, multiple shout-outs from notable people.
mhm.
I want to know what you think is your most pivotal moment in your career thus far.
That's a good question.
I know.
I thought it was gonna be the Drewski thing, but that kind of backfired, and that wasn't my moment. But I would say, I don't know, Drake looking at my shit was pretty big for me.
That's
That's good.
huge.
Yeah, and like French Montana reaching out and some other people. I can't talk about some other things, but there's things that are
That's
gonna come
huge.
out to in the public soon, and I'm excited for people to see it.
Good.
Sorry, I'm just freaking out because you said French Montana. Like last week episode, I said skinny French Montana is a top 5 rapper of all time.
Oh yeah, no, he's lit. I love French. Shout
But
out
that
French.
is huge.
Skinny French is next level though. When he was just
Skinny French.
yeah, when he was
Yeah,
like young.
skinny
French-
I don't know
like-
what that is.
Coke Boy.
Oh no, it's when he first started out. He
Oh,
was like
He
Skinny
means, like,
French.
actual-
Yeah,
I
he
thought
was
it was
just
like a
like
rapper.
No,
Skinny
no.
killing
French.
shit. Like he was destroying shit.
That'd be a
like-
funny rap name though, Skinny French.
Skinny French. There's definitely a rapper out there named Skinny French.
They
right
call it
now.
baguette. Like-
Shout out that nigga.
Mm,
Nah. All right. I want to play a game.
okay.
You need a split for this one.
Okay.
You got one,
I
right?
do. I started with that.
This is called
So
Bun
later.
It Down to the Ground. Oh, you need a light? You got a
This
light
is
for her?
what? It's called what?
Bun It Down
No,
to
no.
the ground. Everybody in the audience, this
Service
is
sec,
called
sir.
Bun It
Service sec.
We're
Down.
gonna need the audience
to the
help on this
ground.
one. So every
Okay, but
time
wait, there's grabba in this
Hold on,
shit.
let me explain. You ain't got to
Yeah.
do it.
Extra
You
spicy.
explain
it's
it.
There's grabba up in there. She have grabba in there.
There is, and I'm
Jeez.
gonna die.
All right. This is a question and answer game, okay? Where the player smokes upon giving the wrong answer.
Okay,
Look, you ain't got to start already. Look, she's already coughing, bro.
It's
Okay.
hot still.
it's very hot.
It's hot.
The game consists of right or wrong, answer or no answer, and sometimes comparison questions.
Oh, these are gonna be okay.
Now, the player must answer the question within 10 seconds. We'll be even giving the people a blind for that, so you don't got to do all that. We'll leave you alone for that one.
Okay.
Each toke you take has to be for 5 seconds and will be counted down by myself or my host. Now,
And the crowd, please.
crowd, please help us out to count down.
What the fuck is
for
did I
rats.
sign up for?
All right. Now, keep in mind,
Okay.
the answers we have are from our sources.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So you may think you're right
Shit.
and still may have to smoke. Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
I kept it real like
No,
that.
no, no. No, these are actually backed up sources. Like when you say our sources, they're fully legitimized.
Are they questions about what, me or
No, these are just random questions. Sometimes we like to do it about Toronto, so you
No,
know
it's
the
like-
city.
things
know
that could be
what I'm saying?
verified?
I do not do well on tests.
So we should be good then.
Yeah.
All right,
Let me
let's
tell you,
start.
this is full grabba. Like,
Now,
Oh, you're cheating.
who was the first female rapper in Toronto?
Mishy Me.
Boom.
Gangsta.
You don't have
Shout
to
out
smoke.
Okay,
You're good.
bang, bang, bang.
Shout out
Relax.
Mishy Me.
He should have to smoke. Yeah, we used to do
No,
that. for
chill,
him.
chill. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
relax.
should.
You gotta relax.
All right, number 2. We'll go burn through these. If you seem like you know what you're doing.
Maybe.
The
Easy.
street that divides East and West Toronto is called what?
Young Street.
Yeah.
Gangsta.
Okay.
I fucked up.
That's the
earlier.
easiest question ever.
I
bro.
know. We do it for everybody. Now, listen. Which of these is a nickname for Toronto? I'm going to give you options.
Okay.
A is Hogtown.
Mm-hmm.
B is the Big Smoke. C is the Queen City. And D is all the above.
Shit with the all of the above.
You're?
Is
No.
it B?
You got to smoke.
Ah.
It was all the above.
Okay.
Mm.
It is.
5,
Everybody,
4,
please.
Yeah.
3, 2.
This is weak.
1.
I need more.
The little
Okay.
clock.
All right.
So we got to count her down every time she starts smoking. All right.
What? Oh, you need
Oh,
it.
right here.
What? Are you ready?
Ugh.
Or do you want me to give you a little minute?
I wish this was just straight weed, but sure.
What does the word Toronto mean? Again, options for you.
Fuck.
Garlic Field is A. B is meeting place. C is big water. And D is all the above.
B.
Yep.
Yo.
Meeting place.
Correct.
Toronto means meeting place.
My
Correct,
mom's gonna
that's
be so
crazy.
proud of me.
Okay.
Now, this was a question we did, and I wanted to do it again with a female. We had it with a lot of males.
Mhm.
So you got to listen carefully.
Okay.
Okay, out of 11,000 participants in a
Oh,
study
no.
done by Men's Health, this percentage of men waited 3 weeks before engaging in sexual activity with a significant other they just started dating. Now, here are your options. A is 51%, B 38%, C 11%, and D 1%.
So they waited. to have
Yes, which percentage
Waited
waited
3 weeks.
to have sexual
3
activity?
weeks.
Which
Yes.
percentage of men waited over 3 weeks to have sex with a significant other?
11%.
Smoke, please.
I'm gonna do
Smoke.
that.
Okay. Let's
51.
go. You ready?
5, 4,
4,
crowd, please. You guys are weak up here. We need the energy up here. There we
1.
go.
Okay.
The one thing that they leave out is like how many of them waited over 3 weeks. It's how many of them would have done it on the first night is 100%. How many of them were forced to wait for 3 weeks is
So,
51%.
51% is
51%.
yes, is what the answer is. Have waited 3
Have
weeks
waited.
before having
Good for
sex.
you, man.
No. It's
Wait.
it's not because they wanted to wait though.
They were
It's how many of
forced
them
to.
had to wait 3 weeks. That's basically that would be the question. It's like they waited 3 weeks because they told they had
Okay.
to.
Got you.
This is the last one. It is an easy one, I hope.
I hope.
A municipal
Oh.
park on Bloor Street here in Toronto with a rare oak savanna is called what?
High Park.
Yo, she's gangster. She got it correct
Gangster.
once again.
I'm
Can
bad
we
at
clap? Can we
worded
clap
hard
for
as
Rex,
shit,
please?
too.
Everybody give a clap for Rex. Give a clap for Rex. She did that. That was the
Okay,
best
big
one
up,
I've
big up
seen.
yourself. Big up
Honestly,
yourself.
Wow.
usually people are leaving here falling because they be smoking too much because they're getting everything wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I smoke a lot. Like I smoke.
No,
Okay.
she's
A lot.
outside
Mhm.
today.
Outside.
Now, I'm going to continue. You have a variety of flows. I was surprised to listen to Numb and Wish You Well. If you have not heard, those things are on all DSPs right now.
Well, Numb isn't. Numb's coming out in June.
Oh, so
Just
you
the
just
video.
released that single?
Yeah, just
So
well,
go check the video out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is what I watched.
mhm.
Now, you can sing.
Thank you.
You can sing. And I liked that whole different side of your presentation.
hmm
Did that happen organically or did you just come across that?
Well, it's funny because like when I first started rapping,
Or plan it, sorry. Did you plan that?
well, like when I first started rapping, I did like to sing, but I didn't I wasn't confident
Mhm.
enough. I thought rapping was like easier in a sense. And then started singing. I forget the first. Oh, I did a song. It's called Memory. It was my first track I ever released on Spotify, and I sang the hook for it. And so many people were like, "I love your voice. I love your voice." So then I wrote "Wish You Well,"
Okay.
and then that came out, and more people were like, "I love when you perform it. Like it speaks to me." Girls come up and they're crying.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was huge for me because that I took that with my new album that I'm writing, which is The Smell of Smoke, and that's coming out in June. And a lot of that is singing as well. So, and that was inspiration from going back to Drake, and like honestly, Nevermind was a huge inspiration to my album coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that you should challenge yourself. Like there's such a constant sound in Toronto, and I think that if you kind of do something different, it can set you apart. So
I've talked about the album on here a lot because like I love Drake rapping and shit the most,
Yeah.
but the album I've probably listened to the most front to back ended up being Honestly Nevermind. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I literally just play it on repeat and not even have to like be. I can be in depth with it or not. I just let it play all day
Yeah.
like while doing other shit.
that Jersey funk sound is so sick, and I love it so much. So you're gonna hear a lot of that on my album. coming
Okay.
out.
I've been listening to all that shit at home
Interesting.
lately.
That was
Yeah.
that was one of my questions that you
Yeah.
just answered right there. So that's what we can expect.
Yeah. Yeah,
on
and
the
singing.
It's Smell of Smoke.
The Smell of Smoke. Yeah.
The Smell of Smoke, and that's June 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out June 24th for your listening pleasures.
Yes, I'm like really excited about this project.
Funk is what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
but like there's still gonna be old racks in the album, but I just wanted to, experiment a little bit, and what we've come up with so far is pretty cool. So I'm excited for people to see.
No, that does sound interesting and
Yeah.
different. As you said, it's gonna set you apart.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we see that come to fruition, and we'll be happy to hear it
I
and
hope
bump it
so.
on the podcast.
I am Jay.
Don't know.
I want a blind reaction from y'all.
What are we at right now for that? Let me shout out Ish. Where we at right now? All right, cool. I have a really weird question. And this is something I've always wanted to ask a female artist.
I love that.
Have you ever had like a weird male fan interaction? You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to see my DMs?
That would
yeah,
be
there's
great.
lots. There's lots.
No, you gotta give me some examples, or you gotta bust on the DMs right now, please.
Public shaming works, bro.
No, I
It
don't want to
does,
public
bro.
shame.
I'm kidding.
We
I
can
mean,
run
yeah,
it
like
sometimes.
there's offers like to send me money, a bunch of shit. Like the DMs
What's
are
the
dark.
offer for though? They're not just sending you the money. What do they want for it? They want
Weird
you to
things, like they want weird pictures of things,
pictures of things.
Mm.
That's it.
Other things like
No encounters.
yeah, there's encounters. They're
Like
all
what?
it's a
Like,
dark.
That's an
Name the
encounter.
weirdest encounter you've been requested.
Yeah, whoa, bro.
I don't know. It's such a dark place. I need to like pull them up.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hey, you
I
gonna call
actually
your
wanna
phone
know-
At
right
the same
now?
time, if you don't want to take the money, you can just send it to me. I'll gladly take the money and send it to you.
I
I'm
do
trying to be
wanna
a
hear-
stay-at-home dad.
There's
Because I
some
wanna know
weird
what these guys
encounters
are
these girls
saying.
go through, fam. We gotta expose these fucking weirdos, yo.
There's
relax.
one guy who I love. There's one guy that I love. He's always DMing me this for like so long. What do you think?
Yo, they say
Every
the man
day.
just copy and pasting YWSQD.
For
Like-
a long time, for a year now.
That's weird.
Every week he says, "What are you doing?"
You're laughing at that. It's relax. The best
Every
thing-
week. Every week.
Yo, bro,
Every-
that is determination.
That's-
Yo, I'm gonna tell you straight up what this game. Yo, I'm gonna
that's
tell you what this
trying to
game
think,
is.
bro.
I'm gonna tell you what this game is right now.
What
fam.
is it? Tell me, OG.
He knows
the-
from personal experience.
The man just goes copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste to like 50 million things, fam.
I know. I love
Bro,
him though.
watch it be his
Shout
like
out,
alter account.
Yeah,
shout
bro,
out,
you know?
Jack Boy Chucky.
No, she said your name. She said
No.
her name. Jack Boy Chucky.
Do you know who he is?
It gets real.
Yo,
It
bleep
gets
this out.
fucking real.
No, fuck all that.
It gets
Keep that shit
fucking
in.
real.
Jack
It
Boy
gets
Chucky.
I feel bad, bro.
Get it
fucking
I feel
real.
bad. Now I have to respond.
It gets real
Now I
on
have to
Balaclava
respond.
Diaries.
Get
You
it
heard it
together,
here
Jack
first.
Boy Chucky. Shit.
Oh my god.
He's a rapper.
No.
I want to hear a track, bro. It's called What Are You Saying,
Hold on,
Cutie?
what's his new song right now, yo? He got shouted out. He might as well
It's
promote
called
the
What Are
thing.
You Saying, Cutie? That's the track.
That's his jam?
He should. He should release a mixtape.
What else? Is that it? Is that the weirdest
That's
one?
determined. My man
No,
is
there's
determined.
time.
Allow him to do that.
She got a lot. I believe that. I believe
That's
you get a lot.
crazy.
But I'm talking about like somebody who knows all your
shit.
lyrics.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you get what
those-
I'm saying?
yeah, like those people come to my shows.
Like Stan. Like a
Yeah.
Stan.
Yeah, like those people.
Like I
come
want to
to-
hear one of them weird ass shit like from a man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'd be real weird around Dej Loaf. I might be weird around Rex right
What?
now.
Oh,
I would. I would.
Come
What about
on,
celibacy, bro?
fam.
No,
Stop
that, I'm
this,
dropping
yo.
it for that. I'm
This
What
guy
happened to
disrespected
celibacy?
the
Guys, like, I'm
people,
celibate,
yo.
except for
dropping
Yo,
it
I'm
for
not
that.
Loaf?
slighting
It's
no
done.
thing,
Dej Loaf?
fam.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you know what?
That's your life.
Yo, bro, I agree with you on that
I'm
one.
saying I might get real weird
I'm
with
not
Rex.
celibate.
Nah, man. Human beings are human beings, fam. You can't put no man above yourself, yo.
You know who Azealia Banks?
They're
though?
just weird. Oh, I love Azealia Banks.
Man.
But like,
Oh.
there's weird shit in there. Lots of weird shit.
You know, have you ever had a man come to the show or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I am the weird
Lots
guy.
of them.
Stalkers?
I wouldn't go that far yet. Maybe. I don't think so.
Nothing too weird?
Yeah, like I'd get phone calls a lot, like a lot of phone calls with heavy breathing.
No, that's crazy, bro.
Whoa.
Are you
That's-
serious?
Yeah.
Phone
That's
calls and
nuts.
heavy breathing?
Yeah, I had to like block my like.
That's wild.
I had to like block.
Change
my
your
calls.
number and shit? You can.
I did change my number. Yeah.
A couple times,
Yeah,
you said.
but that could have been crazy exes.
Oh, shit.
Again, it's
Okay, so
it
wait.
gets weird.
Crazy exes. What kind of man do you date? No, let's bring it. Like, you know, there's
No, you
people
gotta-
out there that
We'll
want to
save that
know
for toxic
what kind of man.
time.
No,
Yeah,
what?
save
No,
it
no,
for
no,
toxic
no.
time. Save it for
What kind?
toxic
We're
time.
not talking about dating in toxic time.
Yeah,
So-
we are. We literally are talking
Okay,
about
fine,
dating in
fine,
toxic
fine.
time. Save
But
it for
I'm
toxic
curious
time.
to know right now. I want to
Listen,
know.
all he talks about.
What kind of guys are you into? Like, you know,
Please,
are you
please,
into
please,
rappers? Are you into baller
Tell me
shot
what he
callers? Are you into waste man?
Waste
You-
men is
You
what
want
I
to
Why
you
would
want to
she
help
be
them
into a
and
waste
elevate
man?
them to the next level.
usually what
Like,
I
there's
find.
enough gal out there that just want to elevate a man to the next level. Like,
I
they're-
do.
You do?
I
See?
do.
She
wants
wants
to
to take a
elevate a
nigga
man.
that's like worthless, and I showed you the way. You
Yeah.
know, see, that's bad. You shouldn't do
Are
that.
you
I
single?
know. I learned my lesson with the last one.
Are you
so
single? You're single right now?
I am single right now.
You single right
Gentlemen?
now?
I am.
I don't believe you, yo.
I am. Like I haven't had
I
sex in
feel
a year.
like you're a menace, yo.
She's
I
not
feel like you have
a
like
thing.
5'10" man on
Nah,
call
don't let
right
him
now.
disrespect you like
You
that.
told me
That's
this man in your
That's crazy.
yo. You
Let's
told me
be
this
fair right
man
now.
in your DM ready to fling up cash,
Yeah,
yo,
man.
for nothing. For
But
nothing.
I'm not. I'm like
But
focusing.
she's not entertaining.
I'm
She's holding
focusing
it.
on my shit right now.
Tunnel vision.
Celibacy.
Big up celibacy, yo.
Because that just adds distraction. But I do need a new muse. You know what I mean?
You heard that? On that note, we
need some
are done,
inspiration.
Rex. Thank you for
Yo.
coming.
Thank you.
Big
It was a
interview, big
pleasure
Love you guys.
to interview you.
Thank you.
And we look forward, as I said, the smell of smoke,
The
June
smell.
24th. Go look for that on all DSPs, right?
Yes.
Go check out her YouTube channel. You want to shout that out
Yes.
real quick?
Just Rax official music.
You want to shout out your Instagram real quick?
Rax official music.
All right, go check
TikTok,
that
Rax
out.
official music.
As you know already, on Road TV,
Before he gets
Balaclava
banned.
Diaries, CPU Steve, shout out that nigga, OG Mac G,
OG
shout out that
Mac
nigga,
G.
shout out to the crowd that came out today. You niggas
Yeah,
have been
big up
really
Shout out
quiet.
you.
Give it applause for
Toxic
that.
Talk coming up next.
Toxic
Toxic
Talk.
Talk coming up
Is
next.
coming up next. Tune into that. We will be here. Peace.
Hey.